Good day to everyone. Hello, I am Sacred, and thank you for joining me in another mod spotlight in Hearts of Iron 4. Well, today we are going to look to the mod called Leadership Faces No More. Well, this is truly quite a new mod of 51.6 megabyte. And also, for everyone who wants to support me, there is my Patreon link down below in the description. You can either choose of getting a $1, $2, or $5 Patreon if you want. Please go sure to check it out. But I want to point out, as always, it's fully optional. I would really appreciate it, but your views are enough already for me. But I would really gladly appreciate the donations. Patreons. It's not a donation anymore. It's the Patreon. You will get certain rights as well. Well, anyways, let's get into the spotlights. So, well, if we take a look to the map, you can see, nothing has changed in the world map. Well, you would be correct. With on the first view, graphical wise, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So that's right, nothing has changed. But, well, let's read the mod description and actually see what this mod is about in order to find out. So, how I said, it's called Leadership Faces No More. So, description. Installment 2 released. Leadership No More is a graphical and historical design and historical modification designed to enhance the historical realism of Hearts of Iron 4 through the addition of unique portrayals for every national leader as well as true political parties for countries. Firstly, this mod will release in installments as to not have drops in quality per each portrait because of impatience. Until now, changes. Installment 1, added portraits for all ideologies of every major, adjusted political parties and their acronyms. Installment 2, added portraits for all starting countries without unique leaders. Compatibility. Due to the particular files which are modified, this mod is not compatible with Iron Man. Well, this mod is basically summarized TLDR. Simply about, it's about making the world, faces no more, because sometimes you simply didn't have any faces, or the same guy ruling the whole country, and this mod wants to resolve the problem. Well, what I really like is the fact that it's attempting to resolve it. Otherwise, it's really, nice and important for me that the parties aren't called, for minor countries, only democratic or fascist or communist or non-alliance. So now they actually have names. I don't think that it's fully implemented yet to every country. We're gonna take a look now, but let's start off with the majors. The majors, he said it had been modified and with proper party names as well. So let's have a look and see all this. Let's start off with the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Well, to do so, the Democratic, of course. Actually, you can see the party names changed already. So, we have the Conservative Party. We have the... actually, it's called different now. It's called Conservative and Unionist Party. Democratic, led by Stanley Baldwin. We have the CPGP, the Communist Party of Great Britain. Party ideology Communist, led by Rajani Palmbat, 1%. And the BUF, British Union of Fascists, led by Oswald Mosley, 2%, and the NLP, the National Liberal Party, led by Sir John Simon. Well, take a look. We have to get the coups in the countries. The coup. That shouldn't be a problem. There we go. We simply open this, type in political 3, and there you see. We just got communist. And the leader, has a picture, which is really nice. Then let's do a communist coup. The General Revolution. Okay, that was something else. It has to be 6. Come on, I wanna. Doesn't it work? Let's make it 7. No, god damn it, 8. I'm sorry. There we go. It's 9. It's 9. I thought it's 6. It's 9. There we go. Now it's led by, there you see, Oswald Mosley. Handsome guy, isn't he? I'd like to find out if we can get a non-aligned coup as well to show everything. No, we can't. 1, 2, perhaps. Alright, so that's the British Empire. Let's move on swiftly to other majors. We can take that easy. I will do this method because before that I always did spectator, then click every country, but now thanks to a subscriber I found this out, so thank you a lot. So as France, let's see. So Democratic, yeah, Edouard Daladier. Well, the party is called Parti Radical, Parti Communiste Français, led by Maurice Thoré. We have the Mouvement Franciste, Philippe Pétain, and Action Française. Action Française, led by Maurice Pujol. Well, I don't know how to get a non-aligned coup. I think that's not possible for others to get a non-aligned coup in the heart of RN4. Therefore, let's take a look to the three other ones. If somebody knows how to do so, please let me know. So, communists will look like this. Well, actually, never mind. Maurice Thoré doesn't have even a picture, so that's not finished yet, I guess. I think he had a picture. Why did it get removed? The fascists, Philippe Pétain, well, has a picture at least. Nation Française. So next one will be, let's tag Germany. And so the parties are Zentrum, Deutsche Zentrumspartei, led by Konrad Adenauer, KPD, Kommunistische Partei Deutschlands, led by Wilhelm Pieck, NSDAP, Nationalsozialistische Deutsche Arbeiterpartei, led by Adolf Hitler, and the DNVP, Deutsche Nationale Volkspartei, led by Alfred Hugenberg. Let's see, communists will look like this. Wilhelm Pieck, yeah, I mean, he was there already. Then, if we get the fascist one, how can we even get a democratic one, I may ask? I have to, sorry, but find out. Because they changed the way it works. Maybe it's 7, no, maybe it's 8, no, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, it's we're getting close, 14, 15, 16, there we go, yeah, we can get democratic, no we can't, god damn it, oh, okay, well, anyways, you know what, you know how Germany looks like, let's just leave Germany via there how it is. Let's take to Russia and see how Russia changed. It's actually the Soviet Union, not Russia. There we go. So, I'm sorry for testing out. Okay, there we see. Let's simply change the way how it's done, because it's just event political coup. Well, fine. In the Soviet Union, the parties are called different now as well. It's called the All-Union Communist Party, the Bolsheviks, the Truroviks, led by Alexander Fyodorovich Kerensky, called the Leiber Group, the Russian Fascist Party led by Konstantin Radzyevsky, and the Octobrists led by Alexander Guchkov. So, here we are. If you get fascist, the leader would look of the Soviet Union like this. Well, so let's take a look to the, well, to Japan, yeah. Tag Japan. I think Japan didn't have any other leaders. So, the parties are called, the fascist one is called Taisei Yokuzakai, led by Hirohito, Nihon Kyosanto, led by Kyuichi Tokuda, and Riken Mizaito, led by Wakatsuki Reijiro. Let's see how the communist leader from Japan would look like. And he would look, actually without face, I don't know why. I mean, it says faces no more, but no country actually has a face. The only thing that got released until now are the modified party names. Well, let's take a look to the Chinese party names then. So let's take China. Let's check China. What's the Chinese tag? I think CHI. There we go. It's called Kuomintang, Reorganized National Government of the Republic of China, Communist Party of China, and China Democratic League. So now let's take a look to the US, but the US also had names. I think therefore that shouldn't be a problem. They're called the Democratic Party, led by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the CP USA, the Communist Party USA, and the Silver Shirts, Silver Region of America, as well as the Non-Partisan League, led by Arthur Shaw Stanley. So, if America would get communist, it would like, well, faceless no more, although it's being faceless. Well, that's about the Americans. Let's check the Canadians. So let's take Canada and check the Canadian party names. Well, Canada, as the Liberal Party of Canada, led by Mackenzie King. The CPC, Communist Party of Canada, led by Tim Buck. the National Unity Party led by Adrian Arkan, and the CCF, the Cooperative Commonwealth Federation, led by G.S. Woodsworth. G.S. Woodsworth, yeah. So, did we cover all major countries? I think we did. So let's take a look to the minor ones now. Let's take a look to Turkey and see if Turkish parties got changed. So, I think they didn't get changed. It's called still the Millet Party, Cumhuriyet Halk Party, Turkey Communist Party, and the Democrat Party. Led by Celal Bayar, Sefni Hüsnü, Fevzi Çakmak, and Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. So nothing changed for Turkey. Well, let's take a look to the Italian one. So, Italy, it's called Popolare Italiano, Comunista Italiano, Nazionale Fascista. So it's clear that this part is changed. For Italy, well, they did change clearly. Well, I actually don't know what else to review in this mod. I could take a look actually to all of the countries at once, but to be honest, it isn't finished. For example, it's called Voyan Rebellion, Communist, Fascist, and Salmonic Dynasty. For Ethiopia. For Belgium, it's called KPB Rex. Well, it has been like that. It has been like that already. It's funny. Look to that. Germany is fighting. Wilhelm Pieck is fighting Walter Hoffmann. Alright. Netherlands, it's called CHO, Christelijk Historische Unie. Communistische Partij Nederland. Nationalsozialistische Beweging in Netherlands, and Anti-Revolutionaire Party. So let's take a look to the Communist Party in Netherlands. It would have unbelievable three. Oh, it's in China. Yeah, we have to get control first, and the CPN would have Louis de Visser. That's him. Well, he has a German sign there. That's quite interesting. Well, being communist. People's United Provinces. That's a different name. Now let's take a look to the Polish one. Let's take Poland and take a look to the Polish politics. All they have changed. There we go. Let's get Polish control on a Polish command. Here we go. So Poland. Well, it didn't change. PSL is called Polskie Stronnictwo Ludowe. Then the PPR is called Polska Partia Robotnicza. And the fascist one are called Oboz Narodno-Radikalny Falanga, and the leading one is the BDR, called Bezapasnosti Blok Współpracy z Rdzadiem. Yeah, that are nice names, truly. Alright, so far about that. Let's take a look at the Polish Communist leader, how he look like. He looks here, it's Władysław Gomułka. The first one of Poland would be Bolesław Piasecki. Well, let's take the Yugoslavian one and see, well, what they are called. So it's called, the democratic ones are called Jugoslawanska Demokratska Stranka. The communist one is called Komunistyczna Partia Jugoslavia. The fascist one is called Jugoslawanska Radikalna Skupnost. And the current one is called the Regency Council, because obviously it's monarchy. So let's see, the communist one, yeah, would be Josip Titus Bro, which is well expected since Yugoslavia, well, had been led by him. And the fascist one would be Milan Stojanovic. Yeah. So said, well, let's take the Greek ones. Take Greece and see how the Greece ones would be called then. So the Greece ones, Laikon Koma, led by Konstantinos Tsaladris. Komunistikio Koma Eladas, led by Marcos Vafadis. Ethniki Eniosis Elados, led by Georgios Kosmidis. And Kastezos Metaxa, led by Ioannis Metaxas. So that's about that. Let's take a look to the Spanish one. Oh yeah, tag Spain. Take SPR, yeah, because it's the Spanish Republic. Yeah. So the Spanish one would be called IR, Izquierda Republicana. Izquierda Republicana. Then the PCE, Partido Comunista de España, the Falange Española, led by Francisco Franco, Partido Comunista de España, led by José Díaz, and Izquierda Republicana, led by Manuel Azana. And the non-aligned one called Partido Republicano Radical, led by Alejandro Lerroux. So let's check Portugal next. The Spanish neighbor Portugal. How the Portuguese politics changed. So the leading one is the non-aligned Estado Novo, led by Antonio de Oliveira Salazar. The fascist one is called Movimiento Nacional Sindicalista, led by Francisco de Barcelo Rolao Preto. The communist one is called Partido Comunista Português, led by Bento Gonçalves. And the democratic one would be called Partido Democrático, led by Paulo Nogueira. So, well said, let's check some Asian ones. Let's, for example, check the Afghanistan one. Yeah, let's take Afghanistan and see how the Afghans present themselves. Yeah, Afghanistan, a really, really strong country, truly strong country. So, well, they didn't change. Only the non-aligned changed, since it's called the Barakzal royal family. The other ones are still the same. So let's take a look to the let's take a look to Nepal. Let's take Nepal and see Nepal. So Nepal would be called the Raya dynasty without the picture, by the way, which I can't understand. Let's go it in fast viewing. Bhutan would be called Wangchuk dynasty, led by Jigme Wangchuk. Tibet would be called Reting Rinpoche, led by Jomphel Yeshe Gintialian. Xinjiang CPSU. Oh, what? Communist Party of the Soviet Union? Well, that's rather interesting. I don't know why they are Russian flags. Oh yeah, because the Russians are leading. Ah, okay. Then we have Mongolia, the MIN Mongol Ardin Nam, the other one didn't change. And Manchukuo we have the fascist. Okay, that didn't change as well. In Australia, it should have changed. We have the Labour Party, Australian Labour Party, the CPA, the Communist Party of Australia, the Centre Party, you are being fascist, that's a nice centre, and the ACP, the Australian Counter Party, led by Earl Page. In New Zealand, we have the Labour Party as well, New Zealand Labour Party, the CPNZ, so the Communist Party of New Zealand, the New Zealand region, led by John Ormond, and the New Zealand National Party, led by Sydney Holland. Well, Australia, let's take actually a look to the Australian, well, how it would look like. Let's see, Communist execute the CPA. Then it would be Richard Dixon, but I think that these are pre-added pictures already, since that's a expansion you had to buy. The Together for Victoria is an expansion you had to buy. So, well, this spotlight is not a really, well, exciting one, I know, because, well, it's because of the fact that the mod isn't as exciting. So, well, in South Africa we have the United National South African Party, led by GBM Herzog. Then the South African Communist Party, led by Moses Kotane. The Geswerde Nasionale Party, led by DF Mayan. And the African National Congress, led by Pixley Ka Izakane Seme. So that's about that. I will finish the spotlight here. Another spotlight should come up today as well, since this was a really, well, not exciting one. But I hope you liked it nevertheless. Go sure to leave a comment. Go sure to check it out down below in the description. Link will be included as always. And thank you all for watching me, and I hope to see you next time as well. Goodbye.